Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski, along with Ray Ferraro. We are so looking forward to the action on this one tonight. Ray, what's the mindset in the opening game here of a series?
Well, you certainly want to show that your team is ready to play, even though it seems like the start of a long series, and it is really important to get out front.
teams seem ready, and they are about to drop the puck on this opening faceoff. Every game critical in the postseason. This one no different, and we are underway. And that one's broken up. Good battle along the boards for the puck. Taken along the wall by Lee. Gaining momentum along the boards. And things starting to ramp up a little bit now on the ice with that play. Alaska's got the puck in their own end. Here's a short pass to Lee. Quick snap. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that? Alaska's looking to break out. Puck battle along the boards. Sends the pass over. Dublin's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Aside. And he regains control of the puck. Takes it into the slot. Makes the glove stop.
There's an important stop for the goalie. Not only does he make the save, but because he catches it, he kills the play.
Still early on in this frame, James and Ray with you. So glad you could join us. Still looking for our first goal. And now it's grabbed by Gustafsson. Inside the defensive zone, moving the puck. Kind of lost control for a second there, but regains possession. Steps into the offensive end. Poked away in the defensive end. And that doesn't exactly go tape to tape. That's gloved by McBride.
Really like his positioning here as he's able to get the glove up there to make the save. But it doesn't have to be a spectacular, crazy save because he's in a good spot.
Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. The game is still scoreless. The Wolfpack have the puck in their own zone. On the attack along the boards. Dublin's got a hold of it against the wall. Skates in behind the cage. Moves it quickly over to Rose. Into the attacking area from the left side. Alaska's looking to break out of their own end. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. From the slot. That goes off a twig. Dublin's got it along the wall. Takes the feed. Gives them nothing in front. Along the boards, they battle for the puck. And they keep the pressure on. Dublin's got the puck along the wall. And that pass can't connect. Taken by foot. Across the line from center. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Up along the wing. Moves it to Kovalchuk. That's some smart heads-up defensive play by Keeks. Pass to Lee. From the right wing, he moves it to the middle. Comes up with a glove save.
Rose is in excellent position to make this stop, but he's still got to be quick on top of it.
Grabbed along the boards by Kennedy. Oh, look at this chance. Turned aside with the glove by Rose.
We often talk about a goalie's reflexes. You've got to have quick hands to make a glove stop like that. Rose can take a look up at the big scoreboard and know that that save was a great one.
More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. Still scoreless in this one. Harambe's won the faceoff. Dublin's got it in their own zone. Sends it in on the attack. Alaska's got possession of the puck. Dublin's got it now. Puck picked up by Gillespie. Through the neutral zone up along the wing. And he takes a shot. Shuts him down. Rose hangs on to the puck to stop the play. Face-off looming as both centers get into position. Harambe's won it in their own end. Knox has got the puck in his own zone. Scooped up along the wall by Gillespie. Moves it over to Tommy Hawk. And a good heads-up defensive play in the open ice. Scoops up the puck here. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Slides it back to the blue line. And that goes off a player in front. Quick pass to Bear. The Wolfpack have gained control of the puck in their own zone. Carries it across the line. Alaska's got the puck along the wall. Back at the point, they set it up. Picked up along the wall by Knox. Inside his own end, moves the puck. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Handles it along the blue line. Traps that puck tight to his chest. And we're going to get a stoppage here as the referee blows the play dead. Late goings of this period were still scoreless. The Dragons win it in the defensive zone. Slides the puck over to Kovalchuk. Alaska's got the puck. Pass back to the point. Alaska's got possession here in the offensive zone. Delayed penalty coming up here. And with the delayed penalty called, they get the extra attacker out here on the ice. And the official stops the play as somebody's off to the sin bin. Officials seeing obstruction on this one, interference the call.
When they changed the standard a few years ago, James, I thought this was one of the best ones they did because it allows the game to flow along.
Here's the first look at the power play. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Steps inside. Puck fired in deep, and they'll go for a change. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. Oh, gets a blocker on it to turn it away. Quick feed to Kennedy. And that shot dives in traffic. 16 seconds to go. 11 seconds to go. 6 seconds remaining. Lets it go. Stones him with the blocker. There's the horn bringing period number 1 to an end. Still no score in this one. Still lots of hockey still to come, so get ready here on EA Sports. James Cybulski, Ray Ferraro bringing you all the action. Period number 2 is about to go. Dublin's penalty killers have their work cut out for them here, but a nice start to the period as they win the draw. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. With the stop. Back to the point it goes. Turns it aside with the glove. Rose gets on top of the puck, stopping the play.
Now you can get some fresh guys on the ice, get yourself restarted. Rose makes a terrific stop, but he doesn't get all of it, and he's pretty fortunate it doesn't bounce off him and into the net.
Scarborough's ready for the draw on this man advantage. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Turns it aside with the glove.
Foot's starting to squeeze the stick a little bit here. He's been a while without a point.
Lamb's side still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Right in front. Dives down low to block it. Comes up with the stop.
Rose does a good job with the rebound. That puck's out to safety so his defenseman can get reorganized.
Here's a short pass to Lee. Man advantage is up. Both teams back to even strength.
A lot of head shaking on the bench when you go back after a power play like that. Well executed, lots of pressure, just couldn't finish.
Sends it over to Scarborough. Coming down the left wing and into the zone. Dublin's got a hold of the puck now. Slides it quickly to AJ. And the puck skips away after that move.
She's made that move before, but it turns out to be the wrong time for that one at this particular spot. The puck gets knocked away, and now they got to chase it down again. Really good play. He's got to lay down to take away the shooting area.
Still plenty of time left in this frame. We've still got zeros on the board. Alaska's got it in the defensive zone. That pass doesn't go. Moves it quickly over to Lee. Gets a piece of it to keep it out. Pinned up along the boards. Butcher's lugging the puck. Alaska's got it across the line. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. Great defensive effort with the strip. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. And the puck's knocked loose. Dublin's trying to make something happen in the offensive zone. Nice pass. Things starting to get a little physical out there. Dublin's got the puck. Lee's taking it from his own end. Gaining momentum along the wing. Gets control of the puck here in his own end. Dublin's gained possession along the boards. Stretch pass. Up the neutral zone now. And he makes the save. Dublin's going to play it from the corner. The Wolfpack have the puck against the boards. Passes over to Hoffenmeyer. Now into the offensive zone from the right side. Moves it to Tommy Hawk. And now he moves it to Lee. Wrists one. Denies him.
Right from the most dangerous area on the ice, the goalie flashes the glove. That's an arrogant stop. That's a pretty athletic save there, James. He was deked out a bit. I thought that puck was going in the net, but he stopped it.
Plenty of playing time left in this frame. Still no score in this one. Alaska's won the faceoff. Oh, and he just puts it wide of the net. Dublin's got the puck along the boards. Quick pass to Reeves. Moves the puck. The Dragons take it along the wall. Alaska's got it in their own zone. Quick feed to Lee. And a quick little stick lift and comes up with a turnover. With possession along the wall. Puts it on net, and he comes up with it. The Dragons have it now. From the left side, they enter the offensive zone. Cuts to the front, and a huge stop by the goaltender at point-blank range.
Rose pushes that scoring chance aside with the blocker.
Past the midway mark of the frame, James and Ray with you tonight. Still looking for our first goal. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Alaska's moving it up the ice. Here's a short pass to Scarborough. Dublin's got control of it now from their own end. And that's taken away. Takes it across the blue line. Puts it up front. And that one's broken up. Enters the offensive zone from the left. Here he is, shot right in front. And as he opts to freeze the puck, we get a whistle.
Starting to look like a little bit of a fire drill in the zone, so this is a good play.
Puck possession so critical. Another face-off coming up here. Dublin's got a hold of the puck. Receives the pass. Sims moves it into the attacking end. Denies him on the play. McBride's gonna hang on to the puck for a whistle. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Alaska's looking to break out. From the left side, moves it up ahead. Drives to the paint. Glove save.
Rose has backed his team solidly tonight. I don't know that he can do much more as this game remains close.
Here in the late going to the frame, the game is still scoreless. And with the two tied up off the face-off, a great read to grab possession of the puck. Moves it quickly over to Rose. Off a stick. The Wolfpack have gained control of the puck along the wall. Gaining steam here on the attack. Into the corner now. And that one's broken up. Great block there. Dublin's got a hold of the puck. Along the right side into the offensive zone. Oh, what a stop! Dublin's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Stuffs him again! And the puck's booted away. Dublin's got a hold of it against the wall. And that's blocked! And the middle frame almost done. Under siege and finally grabs that one and covers up for a whistle. Both teams readying here for the face-off. Dublin's won the draw and they'll go to work. Too many bodies in the way. Alaska's got the puck in the defensive end. Scrum along the boards. The Dragons gain possession along the wall. There's a hit on the play. And as the second period comes to an end, what can you say? This has been all about the goalies tonight. Still scoreless. What's in store for the third period? Let's tune in to find out just moments away. All right, here we go. A big third period set to go. Ray Ferraro, James Cybulski bringing you all the action. Third period is now underway, and this next goal could be a critical one. Great defensive effort with the stick. The Wolfpack have taken possession along the wall. Alaska's got the puck against the boards. And now it's grabbed by Knox. Carrying the puck deep inside his own end. Gains the zone on the left wing. He says, let's get physical on that play. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Schwartz. Looks to set up at the point now. And that carries off a stick. Here's a shot. Denies him in front. Battling for it along the boards. Again, the denial by the goaltender.
Quick reflexes and good positioning to make a couple of stops in a row.
Pokes it away in his own end. From the left side, they enter the attacking zone. The Wolfpack have gained possession off the wall. Across the line. Great reach with the poke check. Great heads-up play to poke it away in the offensive end. And that one's turned away. There's the whistle as things will slow down here for a moment.
Always a good play if you're not sure what's going on. Freeze the puck. Rose had to be sharp on this scoring chance. This time it's the blocker that he turns away.
Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. Still scoreless in this one. The Dragons win the draw. It's in the back of the net. They score!
The longer this went on, you started to get the feeling that there's not going to be a lot of offense. Now maybe this creaks the door open. Game one is such a critical game in any series. While teams are feeling each other out, it's kind of nice to get the first goal.
Dublin's gone ahead here by 1 in the third. What's the message now for the stretch run, Ray?
To be aggressive. Too often teams sit back on their heels. They give up a chance. They give up a power play. Pretty soon it's an all-out scramble.
The Dragons have it behind the cage. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Alaska's got possession at center. Moves it to David. Right out in front. And he somehow gets a piece of it with the glove to keep it out.
Yeah, he's right in front of the puck, too, so there's really nowhere that puck's going to squeak through.
Alaska's got it along the wall. Here he is in close. From behind the net. Slides the puck down low. Nice poke check inside the attacking zone. Rose decides to cover it up for the whistle.
I don't mind this. The game's tight, and you want to make sure that the decisions you make are the right ones. Too tough to make up a bad error now. This is a really good save here. But I think what's important is the goalies and the goalie coaches love that it's not a spectacular one. That's positionally better than the shooter's shot.
Picked up along the boards by Hoffenmeyer. The Dragons look to start the transition game. And that's snapped away in the defensive end by Kovalchuk. He's got it behind the cage. And he moves it up to Reeves. Dublin's across the blue line. Alaska's got it in their own zone. Through center along the wing. Quick pass to Keats. And that goes off course wide. The Wolfpack have possession along the boards. Gains control of the puck here at the line. Look out! Stones him in front. Takes the feed.
You put this kind of pressure on, eventually they can't chase you anymore. Now he's got room to carry the puck.
Quick feed to Reeves. Alaska's got a hold of it along the wall. Moves right to the middle. Stopped by the goaltender.
This is when you see guys starting to shake their head or squeeze the stick a little bit tighter when they go back to the bench. Plenty of chances at both ends of the ice. Nobody seems to be able to find a way to finish them off. Oh, I wanted another look at this one, James. I thought in live time the goalie didn't touch it, but that's just a piece of the puck turned away. Great stop.
Past the midway mark of the frame. Dublin's up 1-0. The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here. Gets a glove on it to make the save. McBride's on top of the puck, and that'll stop the play.
Pretty conservative play here, James, as he covers it up to kill the play.
Both teams are set. They're ready to drop the puck. Harambe's won the draw here in the offensive zone. Puts it on net. Grabs it with the glove. I think it's a chance for a breather here as he hangs on and covers the puck up.
Who, for the players or for you?
Well, you know, I won't complain. Alaska's won the draw. Foot stick handling in his own zone. Dished on over to Tommy Hawk. And now he angles it across to Lee. Alaska's moving the puck through center ice. Forces the turnover in the defensive zone. Lays into the body. Slides the puck across to Sims. Dublin's in transition. Takes the pass.
Now, the best defense is to play some offense as well. This is a smart play. With the lead, he dumps it into the corner. Now he can forecheck a little bit, try to kill some clock.
A chance! Stops him with a glove! Rose is going to hang on for a whistle and get a breather here for his team.
Guys start to run around, you get a little weary. That's an important cover. Whoa, that's a big hit. Delivered perfectly, timed just about as well as you can.
Just here in the late stages of this frame, Dublin's ahead 1-0. The Dragons win the draw. Here's a short pass to Lee. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. Dublin's got possession of the puck. And that's a great defensive heads-up to force the turnover. Quick shot. That's kicked away with the pad by Rose. The Dragons take it along the wing. And skilled use of the stick to poke the puck away. Alaska's moving it along the wing. Drives to the sweet spot. Inside of the last minute here in this third. Couldn't complete the pass. Stays with it. Takes the pass as he banks it off the wall. Alaska's looking to break out of their own end. Good battle along the boards for the puck. Grabs it in his own end. Goaltender's headed to the bench. They're going to go for the extra attacker here. Here he is, wristed on net. How did he stop that one? Alaska's grabbed a hold of the puck. Rose elects to hang on and get a whistle here, Ray.
Yeah, pretty soon, James, the players in front of him are running all over the place. They're trying to help, but they're not. That cover was important.
Goalie on the bench, and the extra attacker's out for a much-needed goal.
You practice this, you're ready for it, and it starts with the face-off.
The Dragons win the draw. And that's a great heads-up in the defensive zone to force the turnover. Answered the call there. And there's the whistle as he elects to slow things down a little.
A pretty good decision here with the play starting to break down in front of him.
The net is empty, the extra attacker's out, and a huge face-off looming. Scarborough's won the draw. Handles the puck at the point. Taken by Hoffenmeyer. Sends the cross-ice pass. Alaska's got it now. Answered the call on that play. A chance to ice it into the empty net. There's the horn, and it's time to breathe.
Now, what a thrill for the rookie goaltender to get his first shutout in the playoffs. Huge time of year. He answers the bell.
You love the way he played down the stretch, but to come up with this performance in the playoffs, wow. My name is James Cybulski, and on behalf of Ray Ferraro, thanks so much for hanging out with us. What an intense evening from this playoff atmosphere. We got a big one on the ice tonight, and along with Ray Ferraro, I'm James Cybulski, ready to call all the action. Just how important is Game 1 here?
Well, it's really important, of course, but if you lose it, it's not the end of the world. What's really important is you try to impose your will on the other team, which should be for a long series.
Centers both set to dig on in, and we are about ready to go. You can feel the intensity of this one. Total playoff atmosphere. We're underway. Puts the puck on net. Made the save on the play. Wallstone's going to hang on to that one for a whistle.
Quickly on top of that, James, he needed a cover there.
We're still in the early stages of this period. We're still scoreless. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. And a strong effort on that play. Handles the puck. Moves it around along the half wall. Takes a shot. Denied by the goaltender.
Brody's not missed a beat tonight. That stop piggybacks the shutout he had last game.
Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. And now he moves it quickly to Davis. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Britt. Big time stop there.
Really good save. Control the rebound. Get it into the corner where you can reestablish yourself.
The Vipers will play it in their own end. Nice zone entry from the middle. Las Vegas looks to move the puck from their own end. Here we go, one-man rush. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. Carries it in. Oh, had a chance to make a nice move, and the puck disagreed with him. Moves it quickly over to Henderson. Here we go, odd-man rush here. Turned aside with a glove. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. We've still got zeros on the board. Holden's won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. And now it's over to Hudson. Takes the feed. Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps them at bay. Centers are set, face-off ready to resume play. The Sinners take possession off the face-off. Wrists one. Stopped by the goaltender. Moves it to Jackson. Into the offensive end now. And that's broken up. Scrum ensues along the boards. Gets a hold of the puck here at his own end. And he connects with the long bomb. Oh, off the inside of the post.
Yeah, close is great, James, but I'd like a goal here. The game still stays scoreless.
Misses.
get it on the cage. Make the goalie do something with it.
Great poke check on the reach. Backman's got it in the defensive end. Quick pass to Cullen. Great reach with the poke check. Out front.
Whoa!
Puts it in for the goal, and the rookie is on the board.
What a nice way to jump into your first playoff year. You get on the board, and you can relax a bit. Always good to get the upper hand in a series. They've got the series' first goal as they take the lead here in Game 1.
Las Vegas is on the board here in the back half of the first. Do you sit back and protect?
Not yet. Way too much time left to be played. I think you go try and get a second goal while the other guys are trying to get their feet back on the ground.
The Vipers will play it from the defensive zone. Long reach breaks up the momentum. And he slides it quickly to Spencer. Brody's going to smother it to get a whistle.
Can get dangerous if nobody's in control of the puck. Hudson's not been able to get anything going offensively. You can see the frustration bubbling up on him now.
Well past the midway mark of this period, Las Vegas has the 1-0 lead. And a good read to get possession there with the two centermen tangled up. Las Vegas has it. Errant pass, and they can't connect. Slides the puck over. Las Vegas has possession of the puck. Unable to reach that one. And he can't get it off. Sends it down low. Puck scooped up by Edelman. Dishes it to Joseph. Las Vegas gains a hold of possession. Broken up with the stick in the defensive zone. Can't connect on the pass. Pass it up ahead. Puck grab by Spencer. Swatted away with the stick in the defensive zone. Fisher's got it against the boards. Sends a pass over. Picks up the puck in his own end. Quick feed to Henderson. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Jacksonville's got a hold of the puck now. Passes it to Bolden. Feeds it over to Falcon. Pulverized him, Ray, on that play.
You don't see that very often anymore, James. That's a great hit.
Brody's going to hang on for a whistle.
He clearly thought he had room to get by, but it got closed off in a hurry. He took a big hit there.
Here in the late goings of the period, 1-0 the score. The Sinners win it and makes the save. Brody's going to cover it up and get a whistle.
Even with the traffic starting to close in, he had to grab that when he did.
Teams are ready for the draw. The linesman about to drop the puck. The Vipers get a hold of the puck in their own end. Blades plays it now. And that's deflected. Nice feed from the right wing. Las Vegas takes hold of the puck. And that's poked away by Henderson. Takes the feed at the point. Las Vegas tries to break out from their own end. Takes the feed at center and moves up ahead. And that's knocked away by Grimes. Jacksonville's got it in their own zone. And now he tries to get it across to Grimes. Moves the puck along the half wall. They fight for it along the boards. Back to the blue line. And they can't finish that one.
Oh, he's going to be kicking himself for that. The play was there.
And he hangs on just as time runs out. And the first period comes to an end. Las Vegas jumps out to a 1-0 lead. A nice goal puts them in front, and a couple of solid saves keeps that lead intact. Both teams heading down the tunnels. We'll take a quick breath ourselves and be back for the second period. And the opening face-off here in period number 2 is about set. The Sinners win it. Sends the pass over. The Sinners carried along the wall. Puck picked up by Busick. Stop that one.
Sometimes you're in close, there's no room to put it anywhere. The goalie smothered it all.
Nice pass. Along the half wall with the puck. Las Vegas gains a hold of it. Looking for space inside the D zone. Some solid defensive work in their own end with the poke check. And now it's grabbed by Grimes. Move to the middle. Fantastic save. Las Vegas has the puck. Here's a short pass to Busick. Tries to get it to Henderson. And that's intercepted by Grimes. The Vipers looking against the half wall. Moves it quickly over to Grimes. Wicked stop by the goalie who got his glove out to knock it away. And now he moves it to Henderson. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Tries to make that cross-ice feed. Jacksonville's looking to break out. And they send it right back to him. Moves the puck. Jacksonville's on the attack. Here he is from the slot. And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. Can't find his man. Backman's moving the puck through his own zone. Nice job to escape the zone. Battling for it along the boards. The Vipers move the puck in the defensive zone. Great reach with the stick by Joseph. Moves it to Cooks. Can't get it to go. Las Vegas plays it up ahead. Jacksonville's got the puck. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. And that's knocked away. Taken along the wall by Bolden. Maintains possession. Tried to connect the pass, but it doesn't go. Great read with the stick. A spirited battle along the boards for the puck. Receives the pass. Las Vegas has possession of it now. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. And it's kicked away. Almost lost the puck, but hangs on here as play continues. The Vipers have it behind the cage. Hunt's hauled down. Penalty on the way. Here comes the official's decision. Pretty cut and dry trip on that play.
Coaches will tell you, be careful with your stick, but you're trying to get the puck. I don't think a lot of times they do it intentionally.
Both teams lining up for the face-off, and it's a chance to see if there's actually some power in this power play.
Great opportunity to get this game back to level. A power play, trailing by 1. This is a huge opportunity.
Wallstone's on top of that one for a whistle.
A little bit of traffic starting to form around the net.
Busick's recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. That's a smart read with the two centermen tied up. Gains the zone from the right side. Quick pass to Busick. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. Cooks works the puck in his own zone. A little banging and crashing now. Las Vegas gains a hold of the puck against the boards. Lets it fly. Wide. Cooks in the corner now. A shot and a great save. Quick feed to Cooks. And that one's broken up by a great defensive play. Puck cleared from the defensive end. Collins got the puck in his own zone. Here's a short pass to Cooks. They score! And we're all tied up with a little power in the power play.
Not often you get an opportunity and your power play clicks looking so effective as this one just did. They talked about getting traffic to the net. They talked about building secondary options. They were doing that this morning at practice. It came to game time, and they cash in. This game is tied. Once this puck bounces off the goaltender the first time, the shooter's the next guy in position. The D can't turn quick enough, and he puts it away into the net.
James and Ray with you tonight. More than half the period has been played. We got a tie game. Spencer's won it from the neutral zone now. Las Vegas has it behind the cage. And they won't connect on that one. He was locked in there. And they continue to apply pressure here. Fisher's lugging the puck. And he gives it over to Edelman. Great defensive play to break it up. And no luck on that pass attempt. Played big in the moment there. Edelman's taking it from his own end. Tosses it on to Fisher. Gains the zone through the middle. Lets it fly. Makes the save. Pokes it away to stay on the attack. Las Vegas gets the puck near the boards. The Sinners move it ahead. The Vipers have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Passes it over to Hunt. Jacksonville's got it into the offensive zone. Here's a chance. Oh, up the pipe.
Las Vegas has to keep telling themselves that something's going to change. Eventually, they're going to get a bounce. But here's another one that hits the post and is out.
Taken by Henderson. They go on the attack through center. Shoots it. Oh, denies him with the save. I think he got the blocker on it. Here's a chance behind the net. And now he angles it across to Henderson. And that's poked away. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Jackson. Here he is in front. Great reflex on display tonight on his part.
Wallstone's play has been outstanding tonight. From the time the puck hit the ice, he's been locked in. Great save percentage, and he's a reason they're close in this game.
Here in the later stages of this period, we are all tied up in this one. Jacksonville's won the faceoff. Takes the feed. From one point man to another. And he regains control of the puck. That's off a stick. The Sinners gain possession along the wall. It's been a tightly contested affair this far as the period comes to an end. Third period just around the corner. Ray and I will be ready to bring all the action in moments. They're ready to drop the puck on period number 3. He's Ray Ferraro. I'm James Cybulski. Let's do this. The next goal will be a critical one as we are still tied, getting underway here in the third. The Vipers gain control of the puck against the wall. Las Vegas gets a hold of it. The Vipers get a hold of the puck. Jacksonville's in now. Garrett's going to play it to the corner. Takes the pass. Las Vegas looks to move the puck from their own end. Nice zone entry from the right side. And that doesn't exactly go tape to tape. Las Vegas looks to get things going now with the puck. Here's a pass down low. Jacksonville's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Pokes it away to keep the pressure on. Las Vegas has it in their own zone. The Sinners played along the boards. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. Scoops up the puck now. Nice zone entry on the left side. Great defensive effort with the stick. Las Vegas has possession of the puck. Falcons got it across the line and puts the body into it, a little bumper car hockey. Jacksonville's got the puck. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Jacksonville's got it along the wall. Takes it to the net. Las Vegas tries to break out from their own end. Loose puck battle along the boards. Great heads-up play with the stick by Falcon. Across the line from center. Las Vegas plays it along the wing. Jacksonville's got possession of the puck. Up along the wing. Moves it quickly over to Cullen. Scooped up along the wall by Cullen. And that pass can't connect. The Sinners have it now. Handles it again. Gaining momentum along the wing. Here's a shot. Scores!
The deadlock's broken. That's a big goal, and they put him into the lead. He didn't even have to raise this, James. After he made the deke, he was able to slide it in the low part of the net.
Las Vegas gets a couple of lucky breaks, and they've gone up by 1 in this third period.
I don't care how it goes in. They don't care. They just like that they're in front. Now you have to stay aggressive to try and defend this lead.
Handles the puck. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Puck scooped up by Fowler. Takes the feed. Slides the puck over.
That's a good scoring chance too, James, but that puck's got to get on the net. He just missed.
Play continues here. Takes the pass in the corner. Moves it to Cullen. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. Nice zone entry from the left. Tried to make a move and the puck hops away.
She just can't pull that one off this time. Maybe a little bit of an overhandle in that spot.
A chance right in front. Denies them in close. Oh, another consecutive stop.
These games used to drive me crazy. As somebody that was supposed to score, there'd be chances all over the place. You wait for one goal or two goals that crack the game open. They never seem to come. The chances are there. The production is not.
Dumps it into the O-zone. Las Vegas has it near the wall. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Settles things down and gets control of it once again. And that's blocked away. He scores! And look who it is who delivers!
Oh, it's the young guy. They don't really expect that your young guys are going to carry your team, but he's on the board with his first career playoff goal. I don't think the goaltender gets a look at this at all, James. He just drops into the butterfly. He's hoping the thing hits him through that traffic.
The Sinners' perseverance pays off. They're now up by a pair here in the third.
Well-deserved too, I would say, James. They've played a better game now with this two-goal cushion. They want to nurse this thing home.
Couldn't connect on that pass. Fails to find the open man. Poked away in the defensive end. His reflexes on display tonight. Here in the late goings of the period, the Sinners have recently taken a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Now over to Fisher. Jacksonville's ready to go on the attack. Sends it over, and that one's broken up. Las Vegas takes hold of the puck. Referee's hand goes up in the air. We got a delayed penalty coming up here. Look out, they can create some trouble here. Extra attackers on the ice with the delayed penalty looming. And the official sending him off to the box for holding for 2.
Yeah, it's going to cost him a couple of minutes there, James. I don't think that's really that difficult to call.
Nope, pretty cut and dry here. The Sinners send out their man advantage unit at a most critical time of the game.
The power play guys are pumped here. They haven't had any chances tonight. Here's their first.
The Vipers have it now. Las Vegas takes possession of the puck. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Takes the feed at the back end. Oh, what a great stop as he got a piece of it with the glove. And there's a power play opportunity coming up here. There's the whistle, and here's the call. The Vipers have been handed 2 for interference.
About halfway through this play, you can see him, I'm in the wrong spot. He should have let him go. He didn't, and he gets called.
And he's going to pay for it now. Setting up for the face-off with a lengthy 5-on-3 here.
Hey, this is a pretty lengthy 5-on-3 here, James, and so I like a little bit of patience, but don't just pass the puck around the outside. It's got to get on the inside eventually.
The one-time blast! Brody's going to hang on for a whistle here in the third.
Well, there's not much time left here as you get into the final 20 minutes. The game's close. A mistake now would be critical.
Bolden's ready to take the draw here on this power play. The Vipers take possession off the faceoff. Henderson's taking the puck behind the net. Big-time stop.
Brody's athleticism serves him well there. Excellent stop.
And there's another stop.
Nice move by the goalie to get out close to the shooter.
Gets it out of his own end. Works it across to Bolden. Streaking into the attacking zone from the right. Jacksonville's grabbed a hold of the puck. Great reach with the poke check. Jacksonville's got a hold of the puck. Inside of the final minute here in the third. Sends it across the ice. Deep inside the defensive end, still trying to clear. Grabs the puck and moves on out here with this man advantage. Oh boy, here's trouble. 2-on-1. Takes a wrist shot. Can't get it to go. Goes right to the crease. Scores! That's how you trot up with the extra attacker.
Well, you've got the extra man, so you want to move the puck more quickly. You want to retrieve it with greater numbers. They do it all well, and they're on the board. Now, the only way he's stopping this one is if it hits him. As soon as the shooter went to shoot it, the goaltender dropped into the butterfly. He's looking around that traffic, hoping he can find it.
The Sinners have been whipping their opponents all night long, and it continues here in the third.
This has been as good a performance as you can possibly imagine. There's really nothing to say behind their bench right now.
A little dipsy doodle, and he loses possession of the puck.
Fleury's got lots of tricks up his sleeve, but he tries there to get around the defender, just can't quite complete the move.
Blades takes it along the wing. Takes a shot. Goalie with a stop. Goaltender covers up. We got a stoppage in play. Teams are lined up, and we are ready to take this draw. The Vipers win the draw. Sends a pass over, and he blocks that one. Final horn is sounded, bringing this one to an end. 1-0, it's not do or die, but how important is that win?
Well, you feel better about yourself. You feel like you've got the leg up, which you do, and now you put so much pressure on your opponents for Game 2.
Another reason why we love playoff hockey. For Ray Ferraro, my name is James Cybulski. Good night.
Yes, I'm on a guy named Mike Chewy. That's what that means.
Back here on EA Sports, James Cebulski along with Ray Ferraro, who's down at ice level. This should be a fun one here this evening. Dublin's got the momentum leading in this series. How important is it to hang on to it now?
It's critical. You don't want to give it
Rose
away.
5-0 in the playoffs. One shutout.
Buck
.59 goals against average. McBride actually the better goals against average, but a 4-3 record. And 0-1 in this series. Day 3. 2, 3, 1, 4, 1. And the bet is over. Krieg is back to the top line. As Alaska looks to get back into this game and head to Dublin evened up, while Dublin attempts to take a 2-0 lead as they head back home. Yeah, Alaska changed, just made, Krieg top line again. That top line moved back up to the top now that the bet is over. Striker and Winkler. Winkler wins the draw back to Gillespie. Now we get to see the leading goal scorer and the leading points / assist getter on the top line for Alaska here in round 2 of the playoffs. Krieg try to get it by Knox. Knox is going to pin him. Puck bounces out to Lee. Here's Winkler over for Alakine. We're going to see a penalty for holding. Winkler takes a shot. Lee picks up the rebound. Dropped in front for Winkler. Couldn't get a strong enough shot through. He's still got 10 points in 4 games in the opening round. Mr. Rock Steel. Shane Knox heading to the box. 2 minutes for holding. He's gonna sit for 2 or less. Scarborough and Amirov on the draw. Tie up on it. Puck bounces behind. Chris Lee's going to pick it up in front. Looks for X, but is intercepted by Hoffenmeyer. Gets it to Edwards, who's going to flip it down the ice. Alaska breaking up now. Here's Racer X. Cuts in, takes a shot. It's blocked wide. Wins it back. Up to the point for Kennedy. Now for Bottom. And just barely leaves the zone. It's going to be an offside call against the Arctic Wolves here in their home arena. Look at that shot going off the skate of, I believe that's Gustafson. Satisfied and Winkler out there on the draw. Winkler wins it back to defense, gets it over to Krieg. Krieg walks in, takes a shot. Glove save, but not a very convincing one. But it does draw an interference penalty as the puck was up in the air when the contact happened, I think. Maybe not, but either way. Geralt Winkler going to the box. 2 for interference, and we're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey. Lots of space out there on the ice. 1:03. A 4-on-4, then Dublin will get a 57-second power play. Face-off tied up. Meister's going to come away with it. Puck bounces out to Gustafson, who can't hold the line. That one was close as well. That was very close. It looked to me from this angle that it was still in the zone, but they're going to say nope, and that's going to be an offside call. Stryker and Alou on the draw. Stryker wins it back. Here's Rose. Centering pass doesn't go. Here's defense with it. Trying to look up ice somewhere. And now we're going to see that Dublin power play for a few seconds here. A little under a minute. As Alaska clears it down the ice. Here's Amelia Rose for Fulton Reed. There's a hit by defense. Puck bounces out of the zone. Rose there. Alou putting on the pressure. Amelia Rose, though, carrying the puck into the zone. Looks back for Leathers. Back for Rose. Over to Bear. Bear takes a shot. Open net on the rebound. And McBride gets across to make the save. If Leathers had corralled that a second sooner, that might have been an easy goal. But McBride able to get across and shut that door. Alaska wins the faceoff on the penalty kill and gets it down the ice. And that's going to do it for this man advantage. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. After a short Dublin power play does not convert. Here's Rock Steele leading the playoffs in points with 10. All 10 of those coming in the first round sweep. Simser now down for Steele. Steele for Leathers. Back to the point for Simser. And Steele again. Steele for Leathers. Leathers takes a shot into the chest of McBride. He's going to hang on for a whistle. Taking a look at the top 10 in hits. Lou and Gillespie hide there. For third. Stryker and Scarborough. Stryker to Simser. Bear with a wrister out of a cannon into the glove of McBride. Stryker and Scarborough again. Stryker wins it again. Knox over for Simser. Now down for Lee. Takes a shot. Some of the power was taken off of it by the defensive pressure, but McBride able to find it. Stryker and Scarborough yet again. Third time the charm for Scarborough. Not quite as it's tied up. Dublin should get credit for that face-off win, but Alaska's going to come away with it. Racer X into the corner, bumped by Knox. Shove of each other, and X comes away with the puck. Gets to Scarborough. Scarborough's going to leave it for Gillespie. Now Racer X Alakine Scarborough's shots. No dice. Gillespie over for X. X to Scorts. Scorts to Scarborough. Scarborough for Scorts. Takes a shot that loses some power off a deflection, but Rose had to steer it away nonetheless. Here's Striker now up to center. Centering pass, no dice, and Buffalo Bottom comes away with it. Bottom moving up ice into the corner. Centers for Scorts, who takes a shot. It's blocked. A little more composure. Could have probably walked around that defender and had a more clear shot. Easier said than done, though. Buffalo Bottom shot blocked, but Scorts is going to pick it up and bury it. Jaden Scorts puts the Arctic Wolves on the board. You get to hear that home goal horn and the howl of the wolf. Scorts from Bottom and Meeks. That's a tough one for Rose as he was getting in position to make the save. But the shot being blocked and corralled by Scorts. But Rose slightly out of position. And the backhander finds its way there. Anytime a puck changes direction or is suddenly blocked, the goalie does have that risk of being out of position. There's a centering pass as Dublin looks to get back on the board. Back even, doesn't quite connect on that pass. Here's Bob now for Satisfied, in on goal. McBride with a save, steers it into the corner. Dublin putting on the pressure now, trying to get back into this. Bob centering pass for Edwards. Edwards turns and shoots it wide. Bob now with it. Alou comes away with it, gets it up ice. Now it's a 2-on-1. Alou takes the shot, fires it wide. Had Meister with him. Kovalchuk and Portman. Over to Hoffenmeyer. Adam Wiseman loses the puck at the blue line. That was dangerous, but Creed holds it in. Alou's shot saved. That's a dangerous spot to lose it at the blue line there. Not a lot of defense behind you. Reeves now. Pass doesn't connect. Satisfied for Reeves. Over to Gustafson. Walks into the zone. Takes a shot. Takes a deflection. Goes high. Here's Foot. Looking for somewhere to go. Passes over for Krieg. Now Meister. Meister's under some pressure. Can't get it deep. And Reeves with the steal. Here's Reed with it. Drops it for Satisfied. Under some pressure. Winkler's going to pin him. Puck bounces free and they let go. Here's Reed now under some pressure from Winkler. All the way back into Dublin's corner behind Rose. Here's Satisfied now with it. Under some pressure as Alaska converges. Krieg comes away with it. Drops it for Winkler. Winkler for Lee. Takes a shot save. Lee for Winkler. Doesn't get the shot through. Now Reed over for Reeves. Reed with the steal. He's going to have to be careful here in front of his own netminder. Bounces it off the boards for Abaya. Drops it for Winkler and now Krieg. Krieg's going to walk in. Tries to drop it for Winkler, but he misses. Defense were on a line change, but Kennedy does get there first. Over for defense. Winkler and back to Kennedy now with some space. He gets killed by Reed. Here's Leathers up for Reed, and that is going to do it for the first period in Game 2. Dublin with a 1-0 series lead. Alaska with a 1-0 game lead in this one. Shots 5-4 in favor of the Dublin Dragons. Hits 3-2. Time on attack 2:28 to 2:08. Passing is in Alaska's favor. Faceoffs a narrow edge to Dublin. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play, each having 57 seconds of that because they did overlap. And here we go as Winkler, Striker, they glide into the draw. And Striker wins it cleanly back Here's Stryker now. Takes the shot. Gloved by McBride. He throws it out to Gillespie. Risky play, but now Krieg's got it. Trying to break up ice. Nowhere to go. Turns back for Alkine. Now over Lee. Chris Lee, that is, of Alaska. Cuts in. Drops it for Gillespie under some pressure from Bear, but gets it. They keep possession. That pass doesn't connect, though. Now here's Bear carrying it up. Drops it for Simser. Simser trying for Bear, and Alkine with a nice interception. Krieg now over to Winkler. Winkler cuts in. Lee walks in, takes a shot. It's blocked by Simser, I think that is. Yeah. Center pass for Winkler. Big shot, big rebound, and Simser cleans it up before Alaska could jump on it. Here's Knox. Shane Knox carrying it into the zone, looking for somewhere to go. Turns back for Rose. Rose takes a shot, stopped by McBride. Bear for Gustafson, over for Rose. Rose loses the puck. Alkine for Krieg. Winkler now walks in, takes the shot, gloved by Rose and covered up with Krieg right on top of it. Alaska in the offensive zone now. Here's Foot. Oh, that's wrong. Why is it on top? Shit. Here's Fulton Reed into the Dublin corner. Or Alaska's end, sorry. Reed now over for Leathers. Now Steele. Steele trying to walk in, but Creed with a nice defensive play. But Leathers gets back. Rose takes the shot, top corner. And nets that one. Amelia Rose from Leathers and Steele. Steele with point number 11 in the playoffs. I believe it said that was Rose's 7th goal of the playoffs as well. Brothers now carries it up ice. We're in an even game here, little under halfway through game number 2. Here's Scarborough into the offensive zone, walks into the corner, tries to pass, blocked, but it does get to Alou momentarily before Dublin takes it back. Here's Kovalchuk. Wiseman with it. Alou now into the zone, takes the shot into the chest of Rose. Amirov and Meister on the draw. Tie up on it, faced-off goal for Adam Wiseman. His 3rd of the playoffs. Assisted by Alou and Scarborough, something on that? Meister. You see that tie-up and immediately had to know that was a possibility. Rose almost got across. We did see somebody stop one yesterday, or 2 days ago when I was streaming round 1. I forget who it was, but we have seen them be stopped a few times. Goalies are getting better, but the face-off goal pays off. Here's Wiseman, takes the shot, looking for his 2nd of the game. Stopped though. Now over to Meister. Meister's going to drop it for Wiseman. He's going to shoot again. Kovalchuk's stick almost got in the way of Rose's glove there, but makes the glove save and hangs on. Mirov wins it back to Hoffenmeyer. There's a big hit by Abaya. Puck loose. Bottom picks it up. Carries into the zone. Looking for somewhere to go. Hoffenmeyer The defense takes a shot. It's off a leg. Bottom centering pass. Meeks directs it on nets, and Rose is going to cover up. Hey, thanks for the sub and supporting the channel there, Mr. DeFacto. Satisfied and Meeks. Satisfied wins it back. Here's Gustafson. Gustafson tries to dangle his way across the blue line. And here's Donovan defense, pinned against the boards. Puck bounces out. Here's Bottom. Bottom gets bumped off of it. Puck into the zone. Satisfied now with it up to center and into the offensive zone. He gets hit as a couple of Arctic Wolves converge there. Here's Kennedy on it now. That pass intercepted. Edwards with the offensive zone and turnover. Bob for Gustafson. Down low for Edwards. Edwards walks in. And Bottom's going to take it away. Here's Bottom for defense. Almost another turnover there, but Abaya with it. Abaya carrying into the offensive zone, working on Gustafson. Gustafson with the hit and the steal. Gets it up for Stryker. AJ Stryker cuts in. And Gillespie under some pressure. Over for Bottom. Loses it to Knox. Now Bear with it. For Lee. Simser takes a shot, stopped by McBride. Here's Bear. Striker for Bear. There's shot blocked, and here's Alakine. Alakine carrying it up, drops it for Lee. Lee takes a shot, blocked by Stryker. And here's Grizzle Bear. Bear takes a shot into the glove of McBride. Leathers and Winkler out there on the draw. Leathers wins it back for Simser. Steele keeps it in the zone. Over for Simser. Walks in, takes a shot. And it is deflected high and out of play. Leathers and Winkler on the draw. Leathers now pinned against the boards. Here's Chris Lee. Over for Creed. Over for Wink. Winkler cuts in. Drops it for Foot. Foot takes a shot off the glove of Rose. Krieg with it after Foot's recovery. Here's Winkler pinned against the boards. Gonna be fished out. Up to the point for Creed. Foot. Krieg now. A few seconds left. Winkler for Krieg. They did get the one-timer. But Rose was up to the task, and that's going to end the second period, a score of 2-1 in favor of Alaska here in game number 2. Just joining us, Dublin won game 1. As Alaska looks to draw the series even here. And in the other series, on the other side, Las Vegas took game number 1 against the Jacksonville Rippers. Alaska leading in shots 14-10, hits 7-3 in favor of the Dragons. They also take the time on attack and face-offs, passing in Alaska's favor. Still, just a couple penalties from the first period, nothing in the second. As each team is at 57 seconds on the power play due to overlapping minors. Neither team scored. Here's Stryker and Winkler on the draw. Stryker wins it back to Knox. Knox over for Lee. Lee works his way in, takes a shot blocker save. Here's Bear. Takes a shot. Glove save by McBride. Shoots off into the corner. Here's Lee now for Alaska. Working on Leighton Lee. Lee versus Lee down the boards there. Here's Stryker now over for Bear. Bear moves across center. A little dangle in the blue line, and it's stolen away, and Krieg going the other way. Commissioner Krieg drops it for Winkler. Takes a shot. It's blocked in traffic. Chris Lee now with it. Battle for it. Winkler's going to come away with it. Krieg over to Lee, and it's shot into the glove of Rhodes. Could be in for a long, tight series in this one. Here's Gillespie. Mr. X. Scorts takes a shot blocked. Leathers now for Rose. Mr. X takes it away. Head off the puck. Tries to fish it while he's down, but Steele's going to take it away. Scorts pressures him, but it's up to Rose now. Rose working in on foot. Drops it for Leathers. Takes a shot, goes wide. Here's Knox. Centered for Leathers. Over for Steele. Takes a shot. Stopped by McBride. Leathers and Meister on the draw. Adam Wiseman now trying to get the puck out of the zone. He does, but it's stolen, and Rose with the pickpocket now comes in with speed. Centering pass! Oh, and it just didn't quite connect with Leathers. Steele over Rose into the glove of McBride. Amirov and Meister riding in. Here's Foot. The Eagle variety over from Meister. Now Creed. Alou trying to get the puck out of the zone. Avoids a turnover to 3 Dragons. Here's Wiseman. Walks in. Wiseman, as it stands right now, does hold the winning goal. He tries to double up on that. Doesn't happen though. Amirov now loses it to Creed. Wiseman now here. The latest goal scorer loses it to Reed. Over for Kovalchuk. He's hit off the puck. Defense over for Wiseman. He's hit again. Reed's pass for Hoffenmeyer. Over for Edwards. Here's Bob. Hoffenmeyer winds a slapper that goes wide. Here's Satisfied over for Bob. Looking for somewhere to go. It's bumped away by Creed. But Dublin holds the zone. Here's Bob now over for Hoffenmeyer. Moves around Abaya, but it's lost. Portman holds the zone. Dublin's doing a great job keeping the pressure up. There's a shot on McBride, and he saves it. Here's Buffalo bottom. Looking for somewhere to go. He's hit off the puck, and Dublin still holds the zone. Alaska did get it out now, though, over to Meeks. Hoffenmeyer with the steal, gets it for Edwards. Puck is dumped in. Creed is first to it, beating out the Bob. Now it's Winkler on the puck. Gains the offensive zone, centers for Bottom. Puck bounces around, and Bottom's going to retrieve in the corner only for a second. Gets it back. Looking for somewhere to go. Tries a backhand shot. Blocked away. Bottom's looking pretty tired. You got to get off the ice and get Krieg out there. Krieg with a big hit. Lee now up for Krieg. He tries a windmill dangle and loses it. Here's Bear now going the other way. Bear in on goal. Just ran out of space there. Stryker though holds his own. Here's Bear. Knox. Knox pass for Lee. Leighton Lee, that is. Bear takes a shot, blocked in traffic. Chris Lee and Leighton Lee going at it again in the corner. Leighton comes away with it. Knocks down for Bear, takes a shot, stopped by McBride. There's a one-time attempt in front. McBride flashes the glove, gives it out to Gillespie. He finds Lee after a nice little move. Find up some space. There's a shot by Chris Lee on goal. Rose with the save. Winkler in for X, and he's bumped off the puck. Shane Knox carrying the puck in. Drops it for Leighton Lee. He's going to try to go to the backhand. Backhand move, but McBride's leg kicks it out. Scarborough pokes it free. Now it's a race. Scarborough couldn't get around Gustafson. Now here's Knox. Scarborough still putting on the pressure, trying the poke checks. Ledger's going to go the other way. Meister with it, drops it over for Alakine. Dimitro Alakine carrying the puck up ice. Kovalchuk now on it for Dublin. Dublin's going to get the goalie to the bench. There's a shot. And they do have the goalie to the bench. They got the extra attacker. Meister trying to get it out of the zone. 3 Dragons there against 1 Arctic Wolf. And Meister comes away with it. Alou gets the puck and he's just going to dump it in. Smart play here, trying to kill off some clock. No need to shoot for the empty net with that much pressure. Here's Shane Knox. Wiseman with a nice stick lift and pokes the puck free. He's going to go into the corner, gets it. You know, I mentioned earlier Wiseman scored his 3rd of the playoffs tonight. I think his previous 2 were both empty netters in the same game. Amirov takes the shot. McBride with the save, but Reeves puts home the rebound. And Dublin ties this game up with the extra skater and 6 seconds to spare. Amirov's shot was stopped by McBride. Reeves was on the doorstep. And they made use of the extra attacker there. Oof, pardon me. Sports now into the zone, and that's going to do it for regulation. We have some overtime. Great. Two in this game, 21-16 in favor of Dublin in the shots department. Still no penalties since the first period. I think that's just yours, Rose. Although if this game goes too far into overtime, mine might as well. I don't got tons of time to get through this slate of games. Here's Gillespie. Drops it for Krieg. Krieg's going to work his way in. Takes the shots. Big rebound, but nobody there to bury it. Winkler recovers. The puck up for Krieg. Alakine down for Lee in the slots. Loses the puck, but Winkler goes to recover it in the corner. Winkler finds Alakine for Lee now. Lee pushed off the puck again. Both chances that Lee got the puck there. If Krieg got it on his left hand, it might have been a better scoring opportunity. Winkler comes away with it. Knox with the big hit along the boards. Here's Chris Lee. Gets it out for Krieg. Over for Alakine. Down low for Lee. Lee's going to be pinned by Knox. Help comes in. Simser gets it up for Leighton Lee. Lee takes a shot, stopped by McBride. Krieg over for Scarborough. Over for Alakine. Alakine's bumped off the puck, and here's Steele. Puck passed up for Stryker. Stryker drops it for Reed. Reed's shot stopped by McBride. Here's Stryker for Lee. Down for Stryker. Pad saved by McBride. Leighton Lee for Stryker again, and it's stopped by McBride again. Some nice pressure for the Dragons there. Face off, tied up. Scarborough's gonna get it out to Skorts, who probably should have skated forward, but he goes to X. X though gains his own, gets killed by Gustafson. Scarborough now over for Foot, over for Skorts. Skorts centers for Scarborough, bouncing puck, it's loose in the court, in the front of the net. Rose with it now, Gustafson coming away with it. And Racer X is going to take that puck away, drops it for Creed. Cam Creed, third round steal, a couple drafts to go. Skorts takes a shot in the glove of Rose. It's going to be covered up. We're going to see a face-off to the left of the Dublin netminder. There's another look at Racer X, killed by the Swede Bernard Gustafsson. This was the line that scored that face-off goal earlier. They don't this time. Alou takes a shot, stopped by Rose, and he's going to cover up again. Just under 10 minutes into this first overtime period. Still nothing, but a lot of good chances. We see another face-off to the left of Rose. Amirov against Meister. Face-off won by Meister. Back to Creed. Foot for Alou, who takes a slapper. Blocked. Alou with a big hit behind the net. Gets the puck. Meister now. His shot loses some power as he was jostled. Alou with a hit along the boards in the corner. Alou now with the puck, tries to dump it in, or tries to take a shot, no dice. Cuts in, drops it for Wiseman. Alou takes the shot, stopped by Rose. We'll see another face-off to his left. Alaska now returning the favor of the pressure that Dublin was putting on them a little bit ago. Amirov and Meeks. Abaya takes a shot blocked. Bottom takes a shot into the glove of Rose. This time we'll see a face-off to his right. Mirov and Meeks on the draw. Tied up. Dublin comes in to win it with Hoffenmeyer. Here's Kovalchuk. Drops it for Reeves. Takes the shot. The rebound's there. And Kennedy puts it into his own net. And Reeves will get credit for his second of the game. Michael Kennedy scores on himself, unfortunately for him and Alaska. And Dublin heads home with a 2-0 series lead. Good game all around. Unfortunate bounce that ended in overtime. Jaden Skorts, your third star with 1 goal. Kovalchuk, 2 assists. This is your second star. And I think we all know the first star, Taylor John Reeves, with 2 goals. We're going to see Jacksonville hosting Las Vegas. Yeah, I'll replay that. I was actually thinking about doing that anyway, I just forgot. Alright, who we got here? That's Kovalchuk. In for Reeves, takes the shot, pad save. And unfortunately for Alaska, you can kick it into your own net, as McBride went to try to cover it up. And Reeves pushed Kennedy back, and that is a goal. Rose stops 19 of 21. Yeah, unfortunately, you can kick it into your own net. Unfortunately for Alaska. Dublin getting all the lucky foot bounces. Alright, let's just double check DMs. I don't think there's any line changes. No line changes. Look at that, folks. Nice and easy one here. Luck of the Irish. Well, hopefully you lose that when you move to Denmark. Alright. Strategies. Passive 3, 6, full. Continue, collapse, passive, shooting, zip, strong, center lane. Alright. Yeah, no series lead is safe. I don't think Alaska's won a game 1 in a playoff series since, like, I don't know. I don't even know the last time. I know they lost all their game 1s last season, if I'm not mistaken. They lost both game 1s this season. It's got to be at least season 2 or season 3, the last time they won game 1. Here we are, moving on to Las Vegas and Jacksonville. Here in Jacksonville, Florida. Mason Stonewall 5-1-1 in the playoffs, while Brody is 4-1-1. Oops, I already did Jacksonville strats, which means it's just Vegas' strats. Edit strats. Alright, we got 2, 3, blue, 5, full attack, protect net, collapse, passive shooting, 0. Strong, center, leaves low, and grass. Las Vegas at Jacksonville. No home team has won a game yet today. Let's see if the Vipers can break that. Blades over to Grimes. Scurvy Dog. His pass across. Britton intercepts it over to Fleury. Fleury for Davis. Davis cuts in. Banks now over for Dog. Dog for Garrett Jr. Over for Grimes. There's a shot. Robert Grimes off to a hot start. The Sheriff puts Jacksonville on the board. A minute 25 into this one. Assists go to Garrett Jr. and Scurvy Dog. Well, especially playoff mode, a lot of them probably have beards that wouldn't normally. Well, actually, I don't know if we set playoff beard length. I'd set a Skolas, but it won't matter because we don't go deep enough. There's an interception by Davis. Victor Davis now, Jacksonville. Sorry, Vegas trying to get back on the board here. Banked down to Fleury. Fleury up for Davis. Over to Castle. Britton shot Fleury with the shot saved by Brody. And we're going to see holding, and Jacksonville is going to give the most dangerous power play in the league an opportunity as Scurvy Dog heading to the box. What was it? Blackman with it, tries to clear it, blocked, and Blades clears that one. There's a shot saved by Brody. Fisherov's going to clear the puck down the ice. Jugans up for Falco. Blackman cleared down the ice again. Holy, my phone's not loading at all. Henderson. Storm blocked, and Blackman's going to clear down the ice. Pretty good penalty kill here for the Vipers, up against the best power play in goals. Henderson hit off the puck. Blackman's going to take it, clears it off the glass. And that should do it. Denabola gains the zone. Cooksey with the steal, and that does it for the power play. Dog fresh out of the box for Rising, now Cooksey. Over for Rising as Jacksonville tries to ride the momentum of that penalty. That penalty kill, pardon me. Grab with it. Takes a shot, stopped by Stonewall. He's going to cover up and hang on for a whistle. There's a shot blocked. Here's Kiesling on it now. Eastman bumped off the puck by Cooksey. Kiesling now retreats, gets it over for Higgins. Eastman centers for Higgins, who takes a shot and is stopped. And we're going to see a fight. Sounded like a little, sound like there might be a penalty coming along with this, though. We'll see. And that'll do it for that fight. There's a pretty big hit there. Sylvester got up okay, but it sounded like there was a penalty graphic popping up. We'll see. Yeah, Vegas did take a penalty on that one. 2 minutes for boarding is the call. Banks takes a shot, stopped by the blocker of Stonewall. Crisps over for Dog. And the puck bounces out to center, and Jacksonville's going to have to go back and collect it. Banks now carries the puck up ice. Cuts in, walks in, and no dice. Anabola clears the puck. Now Scurvy Dog gets it out to center. Dog works his way in, loses it, and Anabola takes it. He's going to turn the other way and gain the offensive zone. Takes a shot, gloved by Brody. Garrett over for Banks. Banks cuts in, loses it to Danabola. He's going to clear it down the ice. 20 seconds on the power play. There's time for a quick opportunity if they rush up the ice. It's going to happen. 6-5, 4 and 3. Nope. Down to 2 seconds on the power play as they're going offside. Take a look at the top 10 hits leaders of the playoffs. Fish and Blades. Alright, and that's going to do it as the penalty has expired. And we are back to even strength. Victor Davis over for Busick, takes a shot that goes wide. This is game 2 of the Rocket Conference Final. Up next, we'll have game 3 of the Mr. Hockey Conference Final. There's a shot stopped by Brody. Nice save, bouncing puck. Wasn't able to corral it. Here's Vegas. Fleury takes a shot, blocked in traffic. Victor Davis takes the shot, covered up, and a face-off to the right of the Jacksonville netminder. Up next, we'll have Alaska heading to Dublin for game 3 of that matchup, and then we will see Jacksonville head to Vegas for game 3 of this one, and that will be it for today. One more game in each series today, and then we'll resume tomorrow. Kiesling and Letterman on the draw. Kiesling wins it cleanly back to Britton, who's pressured by Crisps. Britton back to Castle, up for Kiesling, now over for Beastman. Couldn't corral it at first. Castle, Kiesling takes a shot. Brody with a big save, but Menor jumps on it, and Brody was still stretched out from the big save. And just like that, we've got ourselves a tie hockey game. Brody did everything he could, and he's just going to take a little nap. Big save, sits on it, tries to dive out for it. It goes in, and he's like, alright, I'm just going to lay down for a sec. Face off won by Jacksonville. Here's Crisp over for Blades. Has an issue corralling it. Sorry, not Blades. Slice. Don't know why I said Blades. Here's Letterman. Tries to dump it in. Gets hit. And we're going to see another Jacksonville power play. Elbowing this time. After the boarding call earlier. And Aaron Beastman into the box. He's going to take a seat next to Hudson, who's still serving his fighting major. Danabola and Dog. Danabola wins it back to Dar. Oh, and sorry guys, controller went to sleep. Usually it gives me a second. Screen goes kind of dim and then I can save it, but that one just happened instant. Scurvy over for Grimes. It's interesting to show Hudson still in the box for his fighting major, but Grimes out of it, so that must have been right when they were getting out of the box. Here's Scurvy Dog in on a 2-on-1, but he takes the shot himself, blocked in the corner, and Dark clears it down the ice. Passed up for Grimes. He's going to work his way into the offensive zone. Cuts in. Doesn't have a shooting lane. Garrett for Banks. Banks centering pass. And Grimes gets his second of the night. He completes the brace. Beastman stepping out of the box as Jacksonville puts the power in power play. And takes the lead back in this one. Dog and Denabola. Denabola ties it up, and Henderson comes in to win it. Denabola's shot stopped. Big rebound, but no one there in time. Here's Falco in the corner, battling for it. Puck bounces out. Johnny Blades looking for somewhere to go. Gets it out to Dog. Now for Grimes. And no dice. Henderson now with it. Doc Hudson now carrying the puck up ice. Henderson, Denabola takes a shot, blocked in traffic. Grimes is going to pick it up. Here's Hunt. Back for Blackman. Here's Blades, Field, Grimes, Blades, Blackman. Field takes the shot, stopped by Stonewall. He's going to cover up. 3.2 seconds is enough time. So we'll see a face-off to see if is possible. Jacksonville will get another here before the period ends. It's certainly possible. Let's see if they do here on the face-off. Need to be quick. Cooksey and Kiesling tied up. Vegas comes away with it. Beastman out to center, and that's going to do it for the first period. 2-1 Jacksonville here in game number 2. Pardon me. Alright, Vegas up 9-6 in the shot department. They also lead in hits, time on attack, but Jacksonville leads in passing and faceoffs. Jacksonville 1 for 2 on the power play, while Vegas 0 for 1. And of course, each team had the fighting major, hence the inflated penalty minute number. Busick and Dog on the draw. Here to kick off period number 2 of game number 2. Jacksonville in the lead here, trying to hang on. Davis walks in. There's a shot that goes off something and slides in on Brody, and it's covered up. I can see being displeased. Like in general, it's like there was a lot of penalties. It was a very chippy period. It was not a lot for either team to look at as clean hockey or anything like that. But there's a chance on goal. Stopped by Stonewall. Stonewall says to execute order 66. Blades up to Banks. Banks over for Grimes. Grimes looking for somewhere to go. He's going to cut back. Finds Dog somehow onside. I thought he was off, but over to Garrett. Banks. Grimes takes a shot, stopped by Stonewall. We'll see a face-off to his left. Blackman, Rab, Cooksey. Here's Britton up for Henderson. So Rab carrying the puck into the zone. He's hit by Castle. Britton gets it out to Falco. Mojo Rising carrying the puck up now for Cooksey. Cooksey for Rising, takes the shot, stopped by Stonewall. Blades, Grimes, Banks, Doug, and Garrett Jr. I said Grimes, not Garrett. All in the top 10 plus minus. Denibola add Cooksey. Face off won by Denibola. It's over for Henderson. Cooksey on it now. He gets bumped off the puck. Battle for it. And Falco loses it. Vipers first on the puck in the offensive zone. There's Rabin after it. Here's Hudson for Henderson. Battle for it along the blue line here. Henderson pinned against the boards. They kick it in the corner. That's got to be a penalty. It's not going to be called. Kyle Storm over for Henderson. Sylvester with the steal and the turnover, but it's offside. Pardon me. Face off win by Jacksonville, but Jenkins with the steal in on a breakaway and misses the net. Forehand, backhand, miss. Feel with it as his Vipers just dodged one there, but they're still under pressure. Got to get the puck out of the zone, not out of the woods yet. Jackson over for Sylvester. Sylvester looking to get the puck in deep, gets hit off of it. Puck still in the Vegas end. And Bob Hunt. Here's Sylvester over for Chris. Battle for it along the boards here. Higgins loses it. Crisps, his shot attempt is blocked by Dar. Dar crushed and Beastman's on it though. Garrett Jr. over for Crisps. Letterman now on the puck. In his own end, looking for somewhere to go. Under some pressure, going to turn back, go behind Brody. Says a little hello, loses the puck, gets it back, and now he's up at center. And he's got it into the offensive zone, and he did a lap of the ice and ended up an inch from the net, but couldn't put it in. Couldn't even put it on net, but a nice effort trying to find some space. Almost got home. Here's Beastman with it now, carrying the puck up. Oh, pardon me. Beastman's shot stopped by Brody. He's going to hang on, and we'll see a face-off. And I'm going to guess to his left of Brody. It was right. It is to his right. I was wrong. Shots 11-10 in favor of Las Vegas. Usyk wins it back, but Grimes intercepts it. Grimes working on a brace, trying to get the Hattie. Centering pass! Correct me if I'm wrong, but Grimes also did have that fight in the first with the Grimes. There's a shot. Usyk with it, battling for it. Dog comes away with it. Thanks. Banks works his way in. Shot blocked by Britton. Here's Blackman. Dog for Banks. Takes a shot stopped by Stonewall. There's a big hit by Hudson. Then he just walks over the Viper player. Here's Fleury. Looking for somewhere to go. Intercepted by Dog. Here's Rising going the other way. If I'm right, and Goins did have that fight, then he'd be one away from a hat trick, 1 goal away, or 1 assist away from a goalie. Henderson's slapper stopped by Brody. There's Slice, Rising, Blackman. Danabola's putting on the pressure, causes Blackman to retreat and recover the puck. Slice, and that's going to do it for the second period of game number 2. MSB 4494. If that's your license plate, your lights are on in the east parking lot, according to the announcement. Yawning all over the place here. 13-12 in favor of Vegas in shots. They also lead in hits. Time on attack also in their favor. Passing and faceoffs go to the Vipers, both somewhat narrowly. And no penalties in that first after a penalty filled. Sorry, no penalties in the second after a penalty filled first period. Busick and Dog on the draw. Busick wins it back to Britton. Here's Busick now hit by Blades. Here's Dog. The Vipers players sliding all over the ice after some physical hits by the Sinners. Busick now works his way in under some pressure, gets it down low. Here's Fleury, takes a shot, stopped by Brody. And Dog working his way up ice. Thanks for Dog, poked free, and Fleury now to Davis going the other way. Davis takes a shot into the glove of Brody. Danabola and Cooksey on the draw. Danabola for Castle over to Henderson, stopped by Brody. That's a variation of the face-off goal, a more delayed approach, but Brody got over in time. Here's Rising for Rab. For Rising, and notice Falco going the other way, over to Henderson. Henderson's going to dump the puck in and go in after it. Danabola with it. Rising over for Rab, now for Blackman. Danabola working his way into the zone, centering pass. There's a bouncing puck that found its way in on Brody before he poked it away. Vegas fires a shot wide, and Rab with the steal. If he's got the speed, he's got a break, but he does not have the energy this late in the game to turn that one into a breakaway with a defender who had a step on him. Falco gets hit, but he drops it for Ackles just in time. Ackles in on goal all alone, and Brody up to the challenge, mano and mano, and Brody comes out on top with the glove save. Face-offs even at 10 apiece. Vegas takes the edge there over to Hudson. They tried another one of those delayed face-off goals over to Ackles, but Brody got over in time yet again. Slice for Blackman. For Jackson, and Slice with some space in front of him. Tater Slice. I had some tater tots this morning. Had breakfast during the first couple games here. Feel up for Blackman. Or more, they were more like cash grabs, not tater tots. That's a lie. Feel with it, over for Slice. Bank down to Hunt. Vegas gains the zone now. Ackles, his pass doesn't connect, but Higgins does find it. Bank pass for Schiffer. Now Ackles works in, takes a shot, post and in. Mr. Truck Ackles ties the game at 2. Truck Ackles turning into a sniper for that one. Here's Schiffer over for Beastman. Puck slides into the zone. Sylvester over for Fisherov. Down low for Crisps. Looking for someone to go into Letterman. Mighty Duck with it. Fisherov. Yeah, but that 99 sniper does score more than Ackles. And there's going to be a penalty against Vegas, and Jacksonville's going to get a power play here. 6:23 to play in the third, and Beastman going to the box for the second time this game. The charge down. Is that boarding or boarding? Jacksonville going to try to put power in the power play yet again. Here's Dog and Denabola. Dog wins it back for Garrett. Garrett takes a shot, blocked. Dog turns and fires, blocked. There's a shot by Grimes looking for the hat. He blocked. They're stopped, and another one saved by Stonewall. Yeah, I was going to say, Clausen, they called boarding, but I think it could have also been charging, so either one. Either one works. They got him for boarding. They also got Hudson for boarding earlier, and they got Beastman for elbowing earlier. Here's Busick and Dog. Dog wins it back to Jackson. Jackson for Banks. Back for Garrett. Butcher. Back to the point for Jackson, who fires a slapper wide. Dog pinned by Britton. Puck fished out. Puck's going to bounce out. And Victor Davis going to clear the puck out of the zone. Jacksonville has to go back and collect it. Jackson for Dog for Garrett. Robert Garrett Jr. the Butcher. Hudson's with the puck and clears it down the ice for Vegas. 45 seconds remain on the band advantage for Jacksonville. Here's Grimes. Little dangle at the line, loses it. He's got 2 goals in the game, feeling good about himself, but that dangle did not work out. Puck going to be kicked out to Banks, who gets it to Dog, and now Grimes. Grimes cuts in, takes a shot, blocked. Puck cleared down the ice again. 5 seconds on the power play. Rab into the zone. Takes a shot, stopped by Stonewall. Feel over for Rab. Over for Dog. Dog hit off the puck. Now Busick with it. Garrett Jr. with it. Now over for Field. Now rising. He's hit by Beastman. Another hard hit into the boards by Beastman. That one not called. Castle works his way in. Takes a shot that's blocked. Here's Garrett Jr. Falco with it. Henderson. Henderson gets the puck free. Centering pass. Busick's one-timer stopped by Brody. Higgins and Cooksey. Puck bounces out to Rab. Rising with it. Battle for it in the corner. Final minute of the third period here. I looked away for a second. I don't even know what happened here. Check the chat for half a second. The puck was in the corner. Oh, and Higgins walked in and scored. And just like that, Jacksonville trailing by a goal here. As Vegas up by a goal here, trying to hang on now. 30 seconds left. Jacksonville's going to have to get the puck up ice and make something happen quick. Here's Fisherov. Puck poked away into the corner by Hudson. He's going to kick it out to Storm. Vegas playing a nice game of keep away here. Beastman loses it though. Crisps had a chance to jump on it. He does get it out to Banks. Banks with it. Fisherov. Puck at the point. Minor, Sylvester battling for it, and that's going to do it for this one. Vegas takes this one 3-2. Shots were 21-17. Big lead in hits as Vegas is built for that playoff style of hockey. But Jacksonville did lead in time of attack and passing and faceoffs. They were 1 for 3 on the power play, while Vegas was 0 for 1 as Grimes is your first star with a couple of goals in the loss. Got Alaska at Dublin. Dublin. Alright, let's see. Nope. Okay, and you, nope. Alright. Three, 1, 4, 1, conservative, protected, collapsing, passive, shooting, 5, strong side, center, lane, close and aggressive. McBride's 4-3-1 record with 1 shutout, 168 goals against, and his save percentage has dipped just below 900. All right. Game 3. Dublin winning 2 road games. They're now 4-0 on the road, 2-0 at home here in the playoffs, as they are taking on a home game here. Alaska, meanwhile, just a 1 win at home, I believe, in round 1, and no wins in round 2 so far at home. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Is that right? Okay. Aggressive, blue, 6, aggressive, contain, staggered, large, overload, 1, 3 high, single swing, aggressive. Alright, here we go. Game number 3 between the Alaska Arctic Wolves and the Dublin Dragons. There's a tie-up on the draw. Puck bounces out to Bear. Gets it over to Lee. Alicant on it now. Puck bounces over to Simsard. Sim's just going to dump the puck in. Bounce over for Alekine. Now Winkler. Winkler's hit off the puck, but Alekine's got it in the corner. There. Over for Knox. There's a shot. Not sure if Rose had to get a piece of that or not, but he was sprawled all over the place. And in on goal, Shane Knox back to take that one away. Battle for it in the corner. That's out to Leighton Lee, who's going to bring it up to center. Crushed by Alekine, and Gillespie's got it over for Winkler. Winkler finds Skorts. Skorts opened the scoring in game 2. Leathers carrying it in. Rose bumped off the puck. Gustafson holds the line, gets over for Rose. Her shot's blocked. Rose gets it back, stopped by McBride. Everyone's pressure relentless here. Leathers with a shot pad saved by McBride. Racer X on it now. Rock Steele carrying the puck up ice. Battle for it. Amelia Rose centering pass. Alekine with the interception. Here's Reed. Reeves now drops it over for a teammate, but Skorts takes it away. Skorts' shot, blocker save. The puck was there. Alou couldn't find it, and Reed bringing it up the other way. Reed for Alou. Alou hit off the puck. Gustafson now bumped off of it. Edwards. Over for Amurov. Up for Reeves. Puck stolen by Satisfied at the offensive blue line. Takes the shot. Puck was sitting there, and Satisfied could not find it and put it home. Alaska is down 2-0 in the series, but let's not forget, last season they pulled the reverse sweep in round 1, being down 3-0. Round 2 they were down 3-1, and in round 1 of this season they were down 2-0 as well before winning 4 straight. And in the final last year they were also down 1-0 before winning 4 straight to win the final 4-1. Here's Abaya over for Meeks. They're no stranger to being behind in a series. Let's see if they can pull out another one. Buffalo bottom now in the offensive zone. Up for Foot. Foot works his way in, takes a shot, fires it wide. Grizzlebear. Drops it for nobody in the middle as Meek's going to take that one away. Brings it up and dumps it in. Passed up for Bear. A little windmill move. Walks in. Shot right at McBride. He covers up. Winkler and Striker. Here's Knox. Here's Grizzlebear. Centering pass. Striker couldn't quite connect on it. Defenseman got in the way of that. Here's Donovan defense. He loses it. Leathers finds Steele on a partial break. He's got the speed to turn it into a full one, but loses the puck as he tries to work it back to his forehand. Centers for Winkler. Leathers with the steal. Here's a pass over to Steele. Not planned, but that worked out. Here's Gillespie over for Racer X. Takes a shot, stopped by Rose. Racer X another shot, blocker save, and that'll do it for the period. Shots 5-4 in favor of Dublin. Alaska had all 5 hits in that period. They also lead in passing, and they won the only 2 faceoffs we saw in the first. Time of attack goes to the Dragons. No penalties in that one. In a period that saw legitimately only 1 stoppage in play, as the other faceoff would have been the opening one. Moving quickly through game 3, pardon me, and here we go. The rest of these periods go just as quickly. I'll be able to commentate the last game, otherwise I might have to hop off the mic for that Vegas-Jacksonville game. I have to go out for a work meeting in a bit, and I'm going to have to start getting ready at some point. Hence the morning games. Couldn't do this afternoon as I have a work meeting and then a family function. Winkler and Stryker on the draw here to the right of Elias Rose. High up on it. Winkler finds it, takes a shot, stopped by Rose, knocks now over to a teammate. Here's Leighton Lee looking for somewhere to go. Couple of Arctic Wolves on the pressure. Creed steals. Chrisley's shot saved. Knox beaten up on Chrisley in the back of the net there, and Knox comes away with it. Here's Winkler. Rocksteel leading the team and the league with 11 points in 6 games. This is 7th game of the playoffs. He had 10 of those points in the round 1 sweep against Turkey. Here's Skorts over to Alekine. Gillespie X Scarborough. Scarborough over for Skorts. Takes a shot in the glove of Rose. There's a shot. Oh, it hits the post. I think Rose got a piece of it as well to direct it onto the post. Rose over for Reed. Here's Steele. Rocksteel works his way into the zone. Drops it for Gustafson. Gustafson back up for Emilia Rose. Takes the shot. Blocked by Scarborough. Steele tries a shot. Stopped. And Skorts taking it the other way. He tries a little toe drag. Drags the toe but doesn't drag the puck with it. Here's Rose over for Reeves. Gustafson carrying the puck up ice, gains the zone, works his way in, takes the shot, pad save, and Cam Creed comes away with it. There's a shot, or pass to Alou. Alou walks in, takes the shot. And Meister is going to get credit for this one. It slid through the legs of Elias Rose. A little deflection off the body of Meister. Slides through the legs of the goaltender. Meister wins the faceoff. Alaska up 1-0 as they try to claw their way back into this one. They were undefeated on the road in round 1. See if they can repeat that feat here, or at least extend that streak. With 3-0 in road games against Albuquerque. Edwards tries to get the shot, but he's hit, and it slides in on McBride. Bob, Portman, Hoffenmeyer, satisfied. Portman, Hoffenmeyer, Bob, Hoffenmeyer, Edwards, Portman, slapper, glove sleeve. Some nice passing by Dublin. Seen it more than a few times when the teams get those nice passing streaks, it almost always leads to the goal. As if the game needs to reward them or something for the passing, but not that time as McBride makes the save. Here's Alakine. Finds Meeks for bottom. Over for Lee, takes a shot that goes wide of the net. Sims there, bottom. Down for it. Winkler comes away with it, walks in, takes the shot. Striker zooms in to take care of the rebound before Winkler could whack it home. Here's bottom, pinned against the boards. Bob fishes it out, but Chris Lee comes away with it now. Everybody let's go along the boards. Bottom takes a shot, stopped by Rose. He's going to cover up to see a face-off to his left-hand side. Camera's right, goalie's left. Chris Lee's on that left side if they can get the face-off goal to work. Here's Foot to Lee, tried the delayed version of it, doesn't work though, it's blocked in traffic. Here's Knox with it, carrying it up across center into the offensive zone, cuts into the middle, takes the shot. McBride's going to hold strong, and now we'll see a face-off to his left, which is also camera left. Winkler and Striker on the draw. Cam Creed over to Tom Krieg. Little windmill move, and fans on the shot is Leighton Lee with the little pickpocket. He's going to dump the puck in and go in after it. He'll actually hold up while Bear goes after it. Now Lee's after it. Now Winkler's got it. He's going to take a shot, blocked by Reed. Excuse me. There's a centering pass. Wiseman stopped by Rose. Reed tries to direct it on net, stopped. We see a penalty going against the Dragons. Somehow the crowd is cheering for that in Dublin. Maybe they're cheering for a save or something, but we're going to see interference going up against Fulton Reed, I think that is. Yeah, Fulton Reed. Oh yeah. Nowhere near the puck, just decided to start shoving Winkler around. Scarborough unsatisfied on the draw. Chris Lee walks in, no dice. Hoffenmeyer's going to clear the puck out. Donovan defense. Up for Chris Lee. Puck is cleared down the ice. Chris Lee carrying the puck up ice, walks in, little move, and can't do it. Amirov can't get the puck out of the zone. X now with it, takes the shot, stopped by Rose. Scarborough's going to retrieve it. X over to Kennedy, takes a shot, stopped by Portman, who's going to clear the puck out of the ice, out of the zone, down the ice. 30 seconds remain on the power play, 40 in the game, in the period, pardon me. Bob able to hold the zone, but Scarborough quickly pickpockets, goes the other way on a 2-on-2 rush, over for Scorts, tries to jam it home, it's beside Rose, and he's going to cover up. We'll see a face-off to the goalie's left. With 13 seconds remaining on the power play, 25.4 in the period. As Rose said in the chat, Dublin will start next period at 5-on-5, barring any other penalties. Wiseman, Krieg, Scorts, Winkler, Wiseman, defense. Down low for Winkler, who puts it in on goal weakly, and it's going to be covered up with 7.8 to play in the period. Penalty has expired. Here's Meister and Leathers on the draw. Meister wins it back, but Steele intercepts it. If he's got the speed, he can get a shot. I don't know if he's got enough space, but so center and pass. Almost saw Leathers put one on net, but not enough time or space to make that happen. Alaska 18-9 shot advantage. Also leading to hits, time on attack, and face-offs are 13-1. Passing 92.7 to 87.7 in Dublin's favor. Alaska 0 for 1 on the power play. That face-off discrepancy is huge as Dublin gets a taste of their own medicine from round 1. We had a game 21-4 in their favor in face-offs. This time they're down 13-1. This means there were 12 face-offs in the second period after only 2 in the first. Knox for Lee, for Bear, Simser, Knox, Simser, Bear, Leighton Lee, for Bear, for Simser, for Lee, for Bear takes a shot, pad save. Alakine's gonna get it behind the net, looking for somewhere to go, gets it for Winkler, out for Gillespie, and now Lee, and they get it out of the zone. Over for Krieg. He's going to work his way in with lots of pressure around him, but gets a shot through on net. Chris Lee now over for Gillespie, fires a slapper wide. There's Tom Krieg working his way in. Drop for the one-timer for Chris Lee that went off a leg and wide. His own teammate's leg at that. Captain Wicked is looking for a couple of game 7s. As Leathers puts it in McBride's glove, and then he gives it right back to Steele. Oh, pardon me, I'm sorry guys. Something in my throat there. And Alakine into the offensive zone. Oh, excuse me. Captain Wicked looking for a couple of game 7s, which would be the only way we'll have hockey on Monday. FYI. If both games go 7 games, both series go 7 games, we will have playoff hockey on Monday. If not, round 2 will conclude tomorrow. Winkler over for Alakine. Well, pro playoff hockey. We would have minor playoff hockey on Monday. Either way, probably. Gustafson takes a shot. Maybe the draft lottery. Reeves over for Kovalchuk. Stopped. There's a center pass, no dice. The Scorts. He's bumped off of it. Portman over for Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk, no dice. And tried to move. And it's going to be offside. 11:02 to play in the third period of this one. A 1-0 hockey game as Alaska trails the series 2 games. Trying to draw even here. It would be their 4th consecutive road victory. That is also fitting. Yes, they are affiliates. The Snowhawks, the Arctic Wolves, the Warlocks, with the Dragons. Here's Hoffenmeyer. Up for Taylor John Reeves. His pass somehow stays on side, but nobody's there to collect it. Kennedy for Meister. Lou Wiseman takes the shot, stopped. Lou puts it back in front of Rose, who's going to cover up. Good buddy. Hoffenmeyer with the interception out front. Satisfied tries the windmill deke, doesn't even come close to working really. Here's Meeks though, going the other way. He loses it to Portman. Alou takes the puck now, works his way in, centering pass. There's a save. Puck bounces behind the net. Edwards over for Bob. Bob over for Satisfied, takes a shot. I think that went off a leg and wide. Here's Edwards. Edwards now, Portman, no dice. Abaya, interception, but loses it. Edwards tries a shot at the block. Here's Kennedy. Edwards, Satisfied down for Edwards, and Abaya takes it away. Abaya looking somewhere, finds Buffalo bottom. As we're now into the final 5 minutes of this game, at least in regulation, as Rose makes a glove save and hangs on. I can't get whatever's in my throat out. There's Buffalo bottom. Knox bank pass up for Bear. Bear over for Striker. Striker for Simser. He could have probably shot with a better chance than that pass. And Alaska carrying the puck up ice. Looking for somewhere to go. Centering pass. Off a leg and wide. Here's Shane Knox. Here's Steele. Scarborough. Simser. There's a shot on goal. McBride with the pad save. Puck's bumped in. And Shane Knox looking for somewhere to go. Gonna have to retreat under some pressure. Evades Krieg for a moment. Not long enough as Scarborough with the interception, or with the steal. Abaya tried to corral it and get a shot on. Rose got over in time. Alakine over for Gillespie, over for Alakine. Down low for Lee. Krieg. Gillespie, Alakine, Winkler, Alakine. There's a shot on goal. Rock steal. Centering pass. Stopped by McBride and covers up. .9 seconds to play here. Dublin does have the extra skater out on the ice. Amirov, Rose, Gustafson, Amirov, Leathers, Amirov! McBride holds strong. 9 seconds remaining in game 3. Meister and Leathers. They got that Leathers line out there dead tired. Gillespie could have just iced it there. Wiseman, and that's going to do it for this one. Alaska with their 4th consecutive away win in the playoffs this season. And they draw even. They're not even, but they cut the series lead in half. 2-1 heading into game 4, which will be tomorrow. We got one more game today, and that is Jacksonville in Las Vegas. And that's a look at the winning goal that squeaked through Rose's legs after a deflection off of Meister's body. Meister will be the third star, with 1 goal. 25-16 shots. Hits also a big lead. Alaska took the edge in time and attack, and a dominant performance in the faceoff. McBride with 16 saves shutout is your second star. I guess Elias Rose stopping 24 of 25 will be your first star. And I'm correct. 24 saves on 25 attempts, 960 save percentage. Dublin did lead in passing. Top 5 goalies in the league. Probably depends a little bit who you ask, but probably McBride, Elias Rose, probably Josh Young, Mike Twinscrew, and Coco Raccoon maybe. You can make a case for Brody to be in there. You can make a case for James Stone. He's probably in there. McBride easily in there. Rose, Young, Stone, Twinscrew. Then yeah, probably like Coco or Brody could also have a case to be in consideration. All right. Okay, I'm going to hop off the mic for this last one. I got to get ready for my work meeting and save my voice a little bit. Thanks for listening to me ramble on, and enjoy the last game of today.
And we are about set to drop the puck tonight. Don't you just love playoff hockey? Listen to this place. Let's get after it. Wrist one in close. That's gloved by Brody.
Really good work. I like this chance here as they get the puck into a scoring spot. Goalie's just better on this time.
Still early on in this frame, James and Ray with you. So glad you could join us. Still scoreless in this one. Jacksonville's got possession here in their own end. Headman pass. Puts the puck on net. Denied by the goaltender.
There's always a next level to making a save. Step 2 is get the puck out of danger. He does a nice job there.
And now he angles it across to Busick. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Quick pass to Frank. Puts it to the front of the net. And a stick in the lane deflects that one away. Sends the cross-ice pass. Jacksonville's got it against the boards. Drives it to the crease. Bolden's got the puck along the wing. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Las Vegas looks to attack. He was totally locked in on that play. Offense's zone face-off, and he wins the draw. We got a penalty coming up here on the play. And the play is whistled dead. Let's see what the call is coming up. Garrett's getting 2 for interference here. He's off to the box.
Sometimes you get caught in the wrong spot on the ice. He clearly interferes with the other player's progress.
Wrong place, wrong time. You're right on that one, Ray. The Sinners will have a chance to get on the power play for the first time this evening.
Scoreless game, power play gets their first opportunity. Man, I couldn't get on the ice quick enough for these, James.
And the puck clears the zone. Grabs the puck and moves on out here with this man advantage. Falcon stick handling in his own zone. Play is blown dead. We've got a penalty on the way. I know he doesn't like the call on this one. Nobody does, but I think he has a case here, Ray.
Well, it looked like the penalty was going to be called, and then it got sold even more so. So that's a hooking call that he doesn't really like.
Centers glide into the face-off dot, and a huge 5-on-3 power play looms.
Hey, this is a pretty lengthy 5-on-3 here, James, and so I like a little bit of patience, but don't just pass the puck around the outside. It's got to get on the inside eventually.
Henderson's got it on the offensive end. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. From the top of the offensive zone here. And that's poked away by Hunt. A spirited battle along the boards for the puck. Quick feed to Hunt. From the slot, wrist shot, comes up with a monster save in front. And they won't connect on that one. Moves the puck. Takes a shot. Oh, call the cops on that thievery. What a save! Jacksonville's got the puck. Puck sent over to Hunt. All sorts of pressure. Can they get this out? And it's a small victory for the PK unit here.
Well, that's their job. Get it down the ice, get off the ice, get some new people out there.
Garrett's penalty has expired, but they remain shorthanded, and he joins the kill. And they get the puck out. Just a few seconds remaining here with this man advantage. Can they get something going here? The man advantage is over. Textbook stop by Brody.
Well, they'll have to regroup after that. The power play doesn't cash in. Opportunity lost for them. Brody's pulse must be right through the roof. He looks like he's beaten here, but he makes a desperation stab to make the save.
Plenty of playing time left in this frame. We've still got zeros on the board. The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here. Steps into the offensive end. Things starting to get a little physical out there. Taken along the wall by Joseph. That's not going to fool him. And the goalie covers up for the whistle.
Blades will look to hold things down defensively, but don't be surprised if he joins in on the rush. Britt's able to steady his team defensively and still contribute points. I'm expecting one of these players to make a big difference for their team before the game is over. Back to you guys.
Jacksonville's got the puck along the boards. Takes the feed from the left side. Jacksonville's got it along the wall. And he regains control of the puck. And that pass can't connect. Here's a short pass to Joseph. Oh, gets a little piece of it and keeps it out of the net. Takes the feed. Spencer's picking up steam. And they cough it up at center. Jacksonville's got it in their own zone. Nice zone entry on the left side. And that's knocked away by Eastman. The Sinners take it along the wing. Handles the puck. Oh, what a stop on the play. Gets all of it with the paddle.
Now he looked up to the roof after that one. He thought he had room. The goaltender makes the stop.
James and Ray with you tonight. More than half the period has been played. The game is still scoreless. Well, that's one way to win. Score! What a shot on the one-timer. No goaltender was stopping that one.
Oftentimes the goalie will drop in the butterfly, take the chance that he's got everything covered. Not so here. This is up over the glove. It's a beautiful shot.
Las Vegas has the game's first goal here in the back half of the first.
It's been a grind to get that opening goal. Now they have it. The game might loosen up a little bit.
Edelman's won it. Grabs the puck here in the neutral zone. That pass doesn't go. Down the right side and into the zone. Here's a shot. Nothing doing.
You kick yourself in the tail after you miss a chance like this. Has to be on the net.
Puck dumped in and the forwards go for a change. Sends a pass over. Looking to set up offensively. Here's a chance in front. And he denied that opportunity. The Vipers gain control of the puck. Nice poke check inside the attacking zone. Pinned up along the boards. Stays with it. Nice zone entry from the left. Moves it quickly over to Crisp. And that somehow stayed out of the net.
Brony's on top of this. That's an enormous stop on a scoring chance.
Getting into the later stages of this period, 1-0 is where we sit at this point. The Sinners win the draw. Tries to get the puck over to Henderson. And now it's to Falcon. Nice pass. Las Vegas on the attack. And he takes a shot and makes the save. Along the boards, they battle for the puck back and forth. And now he passes it to Fowler. Jacksonville's looking to break out. From the blue line, they take control of it. The Vipers are on the attack. Here's a chance right in the slot and makes the save. Las Vegas has the puck. Passes ahead from the right side. First period almost in the books here, nearing the final 60 seconds. Slides the puck over. Receives the pass. Jacksonville's on the attack. Pumps it in for the goal, and the rookie is on the board.
What a nice way to jump into your first playoff year. You get on the board, and you can relax a bit. It's really good work offensively as they grind away till that opening shows up, and that's the one-timer from the low slot.
Official signals for the players to get into position, and we're about ready to drop the puck. Busic's won the draw here in the open ice. Fleury's going to play it against the half wall. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. A rocker off the blocker. That's the end of the first period, and a pretty good one at that. Two more periods still to come. We'll be right back with much more action here on EA Sports. Clean sheet of ice, period 2 is set to go. And we are underway, still tied up here in the second. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Fleury. From behind the net. And that one's turned away. And there's the whistle as he elects to slow things down a little.
A pretty good decision here with the play starting to break down in front of him.
Lots of time left in this period. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Great reach with the poke check. Puck battle along the boards. Jacksonville's got a hold of it along the wall. Through center. The Vipers take it across the blue line. Las Vegas looks to move the puck from their own end. Sends the pass over. Nice zone entry from the middle. Poked away in the defensive end. Las Vegas has possession of the puck. Hammers it on net. Big time stop there. Tries to make that cross ice feed. From the right side, they gain the zone. Las Vegas tries to break out from their own end. Now he takes it over the line. Moves it to Henderson. Shot. Oh, that hits the cage! That's using your head. Las Vegas gets the puck near the boards. Stopped by the goaltender. Slides it quickly to Grimes. Poked away in the offensive zone by Henderson. From point-blank range. And he makes the save on that play.
Sharp reaction save.
The Vipers will play it from the defensive zone. Handles the pass from the right side. Oh, and he'll be shaking his head on that as they were so close. From the slot, wrist shot, gets a piece of it with the glove. Takes the feed. Point-to-point pass. Can't finish. Oh, Ray, and blown opportunity.
It really is. I mean, the play is sitting right there. There's a scoring chance to be had. They just don't execute it. That's a good scoring chance generated here, but the goalie's all over it. That's a really good save again.
Still lots of time left in the period. We got a tie game. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Slides it across to Joseph. Quick pass to Cooks. Big chest save as he gobbled that one up with the trapper. Play set to resume with the face-off ready to go. Las Vegas wins the face-off. The Sinners move the puck in the defensive zone. Dumps it in. Jacksonville's got a hold of it against the wall. Takes the pass. Jacksonville's got the puck against the boards. Picked up along the wall by Cullen. He scores! And look who it is who delivers!
Oh, it's the young guy. They don't really expect that your young guys are going to carry your team, but he's on the board with his first career playoff goal. When you get into this position, that puck's got to be off your stick in a hurry. You don't have much time to think about it.
The Vipers take a 1-goal lead here in this second period.
Solid to break the tie there, and now they've got a chance to run this period out from in front.
Grabs the puck at center. And it's a quick pass to Darren. Up along the wing. From the left side into the middle of the neutral zone. Las Vegas gains control of the puck. Slides it across to Darren. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Quick feed to Spencer. Takes it across the blue line. Takes a shot. Blocked aside.
Brodie's probably the one reason that this game is the way it is. His save percentage has been outstanding.
Off a stick and they can't connect. And that's knocked away by Eastman. Crisps moving the puck through his own zone. Moves it around along the half wall. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. Throws one up to Davis. Jacksonville's got the puck inside the defensive zone. With possession along the wall. And that's knocked away. The Vipers take possession here in the open ice. Looking for space inside the D zone. Here they come up along the wing. Las Vegas gains a hold of the puck against the boards. With some open space at center. Here's a short pass to Davis. Jacksonville's got the puck in the defensive end. And they continue to apply pressure here. There's the whistle, and a face-off back down the other end looms.
Whole bunch of these happen in a game. Not often do they really matter, it seems. But man, you lose a draw when you're tired, you're on the chase. The shooter really laid into his deke, but the goalie's like reading a children's book. He knew exactly where to be.
Here in the late goings of the period, we've got a 2-1 game. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone.
He had to dig in there. After the icing call, players get tired, but you win the draw, you can get out of the zone.
And that's stopped by Brodie. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play.
Hudson's starting to squeeze the stick a little bit here. He's been a while without a point.
And we're moments away from getting back underway here with the puck drop. Jacksonville's won the draw. Picked up along the boards by Cooks. Fires it into the offensive zone. Hudson's taking it from his own end. Moves the puck. Moves into the slot. Off a stick. Takes a shot. And that one's stopped. Jacksonville's got a hold of the puck. Battling for it along the boards. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Second intermission approaching quickly here. Grabbed along the boards by Hudson. Las Vegas moves ahead with the puck. Through center along the wing. Quick feed down low. Couldn't complete the pass. It's been a tightly contested affair this far as the period comes to an end. And we'll be right back for what should be a very intriguing third. Two down, one to go. Third period, they're ready to drop the puck. Moment of truth for one team. Here we go, third period is underway. Once again, I'll send it back down to my broadcast partner, Ray Ferraro, who is at ringside. Ray, we've got 2 periods played. How do you see this thing?
Las Vegas has to continue playing in the same form that they have for much of the first 40 minutes. Have the puck a lot, forecheck well, but somebody find a way to score.
A shot with the stop. Las Vegas has it near the wall. Quick pass over to Backman. Great heads-up play with the stick by Britt. Denied by the goaltender. Puck hops out of the offensive zone. They'll be forced to do it over from center. The Sinners gain possession. Puck grab by Busick. Las Vegas is on the attack. Backman's got the puck in his own zone. Here's the shot. Oh, off the iron.
Jacksonville's lead does not change. It just needed a bounce there as this puck hits the post and stays out.
His reflexes on display tonight. Takes the feed. Good defensive effort to poke it away. From the left side, they enter the offensive zone. Great reach with the poke check. Moves it quickly over to Bolden. And a poke check knocks the puck away. Comes up with the stop. Brody's got the puck, and he elects to hang on for a stoppage in play.
Now we're in the third period, James. It's pretty safe to say he's been on top of his game tonight. Not much has given him a problem. The game moves so fast now, you don't get a chance to walk into a slapper like this very often, but the goalie's better and makes the save.
Jacksonville's won the face-off deep in their own end. The Vipers have it now. Picking up some steam at center ice. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Scooped up along the wall by Hunt. And now it's over to Garrett. Winds up from the point. And that one gets big air over the net.
He had plenty of time to step into this. He'd like to get this on the net because no matter how hard he shot it, it was up too high.
Moves it to Hunt. Couldn't complete the play. There's the whistle. Offside is the call. Inching closer to the midway mark of this period, it's a 2-1 game. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. Fisher's got the puck. Scrum ensues along the boards. Long breakout pass to center. Turned aside with the glove by Brody. The Vipers will play it in their own end.
These games used to drive me crazy. As somebody that was supposed to score, there'd be chances all over the place. You wait for one goal or two goals that crack the game open. They never seem to come. The chances are there. The production is not.
Las Vegas plays it along the wing. Too much congestion blocks the shot. Errant pass and they can't connect. Settles things down and gets control of it once again. Handles the puck. The Vipers take it across the line. Puts it on net. Makes the save. Quick pass to Joseph. Stops him again. Las Vegas looks to get things going down with the puck. Here's an offensive chance. Gets some big air, but this ain't skiing, Razor.
Nah, he's trying to get right up underneath the bar, try to get it over the goaltender's shoulders, but just elevates it a little bit too much.
Las Vegas plays the puck along the boards. And that shot gets caught in traffic. Las Vegas gains control of the puck. He's got a little jump. Oh, what a save! Wallstone's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck.
That's a good stop for him to make. Critical timing with that save as he keeps his team in the game.
In a head-to-head matchup tonight, who had the better performance?
Britt's gone to work, guys, and even though he hasn't been rewarded with a point, I've liked how he's played his game better.
Jacksonville's got it, and they're on the attack. And that carries off a stick. Couldn't find the intended target. Turned aside with a glove.
The most fun save for the goaltender, the glove stop.
Here in the late goings of the period, Jacksonville's up 2-1, and the crowd has been enjoying this one. Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Wrist shot from the slot. He scores!
You know he was nervous. The rookie gets into his first playoff. That first career playoff goal will help him relax. I don't think the goaltender gets a look at this at all, James. He just drops into the butterfly. He's hoping the thing hits him through that traffic.
Centers are set, face-off ready to resume play. The Vipers win it. Quick feed to Backman. He grabs the puck here at the point. And now he tries to get it across to Backman. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Falcon. The Vipers have a hold of it in the defensive zone.
Now, the best defense is to play some offense as well. This is a smart play. With the lead, he dumps it into the corner. Now he can forecheck a little bit, try to kill some clock.
Here's a short pass to Henderson. Makes it look easy with the stop.
Really smooth stop here as he deflects this puck into the corner out of danger.
Good battle along the boards for the puck. Nearing the final minute of the third. That's off a stick. Keeps hold of the puck. Quick feed down low. And he slides it quickly to Garrett. Fails to find the open man. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. Las Vegas has the extra attacker out with the goalie on the bench here. Takes control of the puck. Fires to the empty net. There it is! His first career playoff goal!
He doesn't have to wait very long to celebrate that. That's a great feeling getting on the board in the playoffs. That should be enough to wrap this thing up. The empty net goal should seal it.
Here in the later stages of this period, Jacksonville's got a 3-goal lead. Puck is dropped and play resumes. Can't connect on the pass. Las Vegas moves it quickly along the wing. Jacksonville's got possession of the puck. The Vipers gain control of it. Sends it over to Blades. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. Here he is on the backhand. And that's turned aside. Final horn is sounded, bringing this one to an end. They got a long way to go, but a big win this evening.
Well, not as long a road, James, as if they would have lost this one. They were on the ropes here, and they came punching back to get themselves in the series.
For Ray Ferraro, my name is James Cybulski. Thanks so much for hanging out with us in short playoff hockey. I love it.